rescues, but since then on its main job, which was maritime reconnaissance, and now on its airborne early warning job, it's not getting the recognition that I feel it should have anyway. Personally, I'd like to see it remembered by people hearing it in the sky.
Sadly, that's unlikely, because it does seem that the Shackletons' useful life is coming to a close, and an era in aircraft history is drawing to an end.
This serving military aircraft celebrated its 40th birthday. Hundreds of people turned out to salute the Shackleton and to see 5 of the famous aircraft fly home to Woodford in Cheshire.
Eyes to the sky was the command of the day. Veterans trooped forward, determined not to miss a moment of this unique spectacle. A distant rumble signalled that their wait was over. 4 of the 6 Shackletons remaining in service flew past in tight formation. It was a sight which evoked vivid wartime memories of the Shackletons' illustrious predecessor, the famous Lancaster bomber. These masters of the skies bear a striking resemblance. Hardly surprising, since they were both the brainchild of Avro's chief designer, Roy Chadwick. The Shackleton made its maiden flight from Woodford in March 1949. But in those early days, no one could have predicted the staying power that's kept the Shackleton airborne until today.
A big lump in the throat, because I was serving in them at Ballykelly in 1953-52 when they first started flying. And you can't take a thing like this off, your money can't price it, you know, it's marvellous day. There's nothing to beat them, not in my mind anyway, and I know chaps in association all feel the same about these old aircraft. They call them the Growler, and you can realise why when you hear them come across.
5 planes completed the nostalgic journey back to Woodford from RAF Lossiemouth in Scotland. The Shackleton started life at British Aerospace's factory in Chadderton near Oldham. The fuselage, wings and tail were all made here, while the aircraft was assembled at Woodford. Despite its age, the Shackleton has proved its pedigree and is still used by the RAF as a reconnaissance plane.
Well, the aeroplane's out of date. It's basically a 1930s design, but it doesn't detract from the fact that it does an excellent job because it carries a radar, and however old the aeroplane is, doesn't matter, it doesn't affect the way the radar works.
Will you be sorry to see them phased out?
I should be very sorry to see them phased out, yes. It's an aeroplane I know and like very much.
But sadly, the Shackleton's days of active service are numbered, the aircraft's being phased out in 2 years. Veterans can't bear the thought of such a characterful piece of aviation history being consigned to the museum. They hope a working example can be preserved to thrill future generations.
Just completely amazed, and sight that we've seen today I shall never forget.
Following today's dramatic display, it's a thought echo